Hey guys, okay, microphone is now on. Awesome. Okay, so it's time for Revenge of the Sith. What's going on here? Let's be further over this way. There we go. That should do. Right. So it's time for Revenge of the Sith. Hope you can hear me okay. Let us know if you're having trouble hearing it. Saying that, I can hear myself, which shouldn't be happening. That was Rumble. Okay, that was Rumble. Okie doke. Okie doke. Looking good. Looking really good. Hey Steve, how you doing, buddy? Looks like everything's up and running. Unlike yesterday. But what can I say, huh? Can't really say anything because well, it wasn't my fault. My broadband was an absolute joke last night. I had almost no speed whatsoever. Just about enough to comment in the chats to let people know that it wasn't happening, basically. Which is an absolute pain in the ass. So I need to get this ready. A little bit slow. That's not the broadband. I checked the broadband. Broadband is fine. So let's see if we can get this going. Honestly, seems that Disney Plus is a bit slow tonight. All right, let's go down to it. It should be in continue now. Should be in continue watching, to be honest. There it is. Because I went into it to get the picture image for the thumbnail, so it should be there. The computer is working a little bit hard for some reason. I've already checked, there's no updates or anything. Everything should be fine, but it looks like Disney Plus is playing around. Everything else is perfectly fine. There we go. Oh dear. For ease of access, I'm using separate places to provide the stuff. So, advert. To the year's best movies. And it crashed. I'm using Firefox to watch it on so that I can have different sound source for the headphones, so I can hear it through my headphones and you guys won't hear it. And it decided that they wanted to crash. It finally started playing, showed the ad, and then after the ad finished, it crashed and shut down. So that's not good. Now I'm waiting for it to open again. This is ridiculous. Machines are out to get us. Yeah. Should be doing Terminator really, shouldn't I? That's how it feels sometimes. I mean, Disney hasn't even opened up yet, and it's got the circle, this buffering circle going on there, and that's before I even select which profile's watching it. Oh, don't tell me I'm going to have a problem watching fucking this one. I know it's not the broadband because I checked. I made sure to check. It is absolutely fine. YouTube is even saying it's an excellent connection, which is very unusual. Which is even unusual for them. But computer's quite hard, working quite hard as well, which is also annoying. I'm actually surprised you can't hear the crackling noises. Disney. Hey, it's opened. Hey! Now I've just got to go to the movie. Alright, continue watching. Yes, Revenge of the Sith. It's not letting me select it. Hold on. Buffering. And an advert again. A 30-second ad. So awesome! God. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bloody adverts. Okay. Okie doke. Let's start the clock. It seems to be working okay. Lucasfilm Limited. Okay, as usual, guys, if you can hear the film, let me know, because obviously copyright. Obviously, if you can hear it on the stream, that is. Star Wars. Episode 3. Revenge of the Sith. Do it. War. The Republic is crumbling under attacks by the ruthless Sith Lord Count Dooku. There are heroes on both sides. Evil is everywhere. In a stunning move, the fiendish droid leader, General Grievous, has swept into the Republic capital and kidnapped Chancellor Palpatine. Stupid idiot. Leader of the Galactic Senate. You don't say. As a separatist droid army attempts to flee the besieged capital with their valuable hostage, 2 Jedi Knights lead the desperate mission. I read it wrong. To rescue the captive Chancellor. Do it. Well, it should. The clock is dead on. Dead on. So. Or at least it should. I hope it's dead on. I do like the Venator class cruiser more. I mean, they called it a attack cruiser in this one, in the show, in the movie, didn't they? They don't call it a Star Destroyer, like a lot of people think they are. But it's not really a cruiser. I mean, there are some that say that it's more of a battle carrier, capable of standing up in an average fight one on one, but relies mostly on its e- fighters and support craft. So yeah, it's like a carrier. So I'd agree with that. Yeah, apart from the buzz droids. I forget what did they call the command ship for the separatists? Is that the malevolence, malevolence or something? I can't remember. Malevolence. I can't remember. I think it's the malevolence, isn't it? That was General Grievous's command ship, right? Or am I wrong? I might be wrong. I don't get. Don't know. This is where the fun begins. Anyone need proof that the Jedi fighters in this film are built by the same company that made the TIE fighters? Anyone not believe that? Because I do. They're coming around. With him playing all the clones, I wonder if Mario Morrison has been killed on screen more times than any other actor. Well, it depends, doesn't it? I mean, when the first, well, when both Death Stars were destroyed, how many stormtroopers would have been on board those? Or whenever they blew up, whenever they destroyed a superstar destroyer or a regular star destroyer, how many stormtroopers would have died there? Who's under the helmets? So get to the command ships. Get the Chancellor. Screw the Chancellor. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm just saying. But, you could ask the same question for the stormtroopers. Yeah, they do have their helmets on, so. Can you imagine living in the city underneath that battle and Every now and then, a huge capital ship will just crash into the town. Oh my god, there goes the harvester. You know? I used to love eating there. Vegans would be happy. Oh, it's the invisible hand. Which one was the malevolence then? Or the malevolence? Was the malevolence, was that the one with the oh, I can't remember. Malevolence was a Star Destroyer, I think, wasn't it? It gives you the invisible touch. Shy Wind Grace. He's more droid now than whatever he was. What race was Grievous before he became more droid than anything? Bailey's got himself a bit of cardboard to rip up. Dummy. I knew I should have emptied the recycling bin. Silly little droid. Malevolence was Grievous's ship in the Clone Wars before the assault on Coruscant. I'm sure it's good. Ah, so I was right. It was one of his ships. It was the one with the weapon on it, wasn't it? The one that they used to drag. You have like the prototype Singularity used to be able to pull ships out of hyperspace and had that weapon that would disable all their systems. I think that was the Malevolence, wasn't it? Got like that big pinky purpley plasma thing on the side of it. Which he never repaired, despite the fact that he kept the ship through the show. Who else is it going to be jumping in through the top of a lift or an elevator, turbo lift, whatever they want to call it? Sorry if you can hear him ripping it up. It's actually the centre part of a kitchen roll that he's grabbed out of the recycling bin in the kitchen. Go figure. Bloody animals. I can't say bloody game. Well, bloody hell, Lara. What you doing? I know, a really bad Yorkshireman accent there. I can never understand why the somersault thingy when he jumped off of the steps. Why don't you just climb down the stairs like a normal person? Drawback is when Bailey's got something, he won't let it go until he's ripped it apart. Now that Disney owns them, if you go back, they edited the mural of Maleficent into the ship. Bloody game. Now, why doesn't that crush his legs? I mean, it's metal, isn't it? I mean, you'd think that his legs would be crushed to pieces by now. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with him in a few minutes. Not that it's a bad film. I'm not saying it's a bad film. I'm just saying there's some parts that you can break apart. That's it. You won. Do it. Force pelvis. Wait, hang on. We don't know. I mean, maybe his legs were crushed, and he had them replaced with droid pelvises. Dooku has super duper force control and had the metal thingy hold him without injuring him. Yeah. But you were under orders by the Chancellor of the High Republic. Sorry, the Republic. Future Emperor. Where are the security droids? That's what I would ask. You're a high value prisoner. Sorry, guest. His fate will be the same as ours. I look forward to the mini episode of going to the droid yard and harvesting a pelvis from an old, almost dead droid. Sorry, I need this more than you. Did he say activate? So now the gravity goes haywire. Must be Coruscant's gravity pulling them down. Yeah, you'd think that, but you'd also think the ship must have its own gravity, right? So it wouldn't affect it, really? Camera's frozen. Oh, crying out loud. Okay. Alright, let me reset the... Let me refresh the... That better? I say patience coming from the guy who killed loads and loads of sand families. Killed all of them. I hate them. I hate them all. It may not be my original webcam. It might be one that I've borrowed from a friend so that I can try and get a better one. But it's exactly the same as my old one, the one that broke. So it's not the best of things to have. I guess I could switch and start using my phone for the webcam, I guess. It'd probably be a better picture. But it sounds okay, everything else is good. It was just that the camera froze. Have you not ripped that up enough yet, baby? My sister gave me a bunch of toys when she dropped him off, and said he loves playing with them. And you know what? He hasn't been near them since he arrived. He didn't even. He's been up to them when he's sniffed them when I got them out of the box, but that was it. And annoyingly, I have to be careful because the dog food I've got for him, he likes it, but he prefers the cat food, so I have to try and make sure that he's not anywhere near the cat food when I put that down. So, but the odd thing is, the dog prefers the cat food, and the cat prefers the dog food. Go figure. Working on a discovery theory. Thought I'd alert you so you can avoid it. Why do I want to alert me? Wait, I can't wait to. Uh-oh. There we go. See, another reason why you shouldn't have a window on your bridge. I always wondered. It's a ship filled with droids, but there's tons and tons of escape pods. Now, a droid is more likely to survive a crashing ship than a living being, right? I always thought that these ships sound like blimps. Oh, that'll work. Maybe it was designed for a living crew, but they just ended up using droids. Yeah, well, I mean, if it was specifically designed for droids, they wouldn't need an atmosphere, would they? They wouldn't need an atmospheric generator or anything, or even gravity, really, because they can magnetize their feet, right? Not a fan of the ship engine noise from the prequel trilogy. Nah. The Venators don't sound too bad, but they just sound like ships, right? And it's not the engines that make that sound. It's the uh, what do they call it in Star Wars? Repulsor technology. So it's the repulsors that repulse the gravity. Mavity repulsors. Fire ships on the left and the right. Port and starboard, you mean? It's good that they're in line with a runway, isn't it? Permission to buzz the tower? No, Ghost Rider, you do not have the lyrics to buzz the tower. Chancellor's security is not that good at all, is it? They just come from the crash ship where they know the Chancellor is with two Jedi, and the only people that get out of that are. I mean, where are the Senate guards? Where is his personal body protection? Where are all the clones with the red bits on the armor? Another happy ending, except for all the people in that tower you destroyed. Yeah, well, they might have been droids. You'd think that something like that would be automated, really, wouldn't you? Just almost as useful as TNG era Worf. Yeah, I guess. I think what I might do on the weekend is I might watch the final two episodes of the Clone Wars. Because next week I'll be watching. I'm going to change things up to next week. I'm going to do 3 days next week. I'm going to Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Doing one of these every night is a bit too much, to be honest. But on Monday, I will do The Undiscovered Country. One of my favourite Star Trek movies. On Wednesday, I will do Solo, I think would be the next one chronologically. I think Solo would be the one to do next. But I'm going to do Aliens on Friday, so I'm changing things up a bit. So I'll do Aliens this Friday. I'll do Predator next Friday. Bailey. Sorry, he only looks it up. He doesn't do anything else. Wonderful has happened. I've given up the will to live. Sorry, no, that comes later. But yeah, I am considering on Saturday maybe doing the final two episodes of Clone Wars. She's not only pregnant, she's very pregnant. Yes. I'll tell you what, by the end of this film, Obi-Wan must be so exhausted. I mean, he fights Grievous, he runs from the clones, he fights Anakin for what seems like days. He must be exhausted at the end of this. Sad pregnant, yeah. That must be why she gets, she gives up the will to live. Ew. Yes, Lord Sidious. It kind of makes you wonder, does Grievous know who he is? Does he know that Sidious is Palpatine? He must do, right? Looks like the chat box has frozen again. It's still saying about the engine noises. You said it at the same time, Steve. I don't get what it is that why it does it though. It just doesn't make any sense. Ah. You're not having that to rip apart. You're excited for the new Disney Synergy crossover, Lilo and Sith. Yeah. God, he's found another box. Where'd you get that from? Sod. Jesus. Why is he doing it tonight? Bailey, come here. Bailey. God. Sorry, guys, if you can hear him ripping the boxes apart. Well, he's not ripping it apart in a minute, but he will be. Maybe I should play music when I do these things. Might cover up the sound. Dog. Give him a toy and he won't play with it. But if he finds a box, he'll rip it apart until he's bored. Hey, he's paw sniff it. Necklace. Been editing nipples out of an upcoming Friday night appointment with Fear film. Really? Why? What's wrong with the nipples? Let's Bailey. Let's try and reset the box. That's the only thing I'd say that there's a problem with Streamlabs is the box. Chat box doesn't update enough on screen. I mean, I know I don't need it because you guys can watch and have the chat on the side, but it's easier for me. Master Skywalker, there's too many of them. What are we going to do? Sorry, that hasn't happened yet. Anakin, no! Next time I do a stream, I'm going to have to make sure that you can't get a hold of a box. It's annoying. The sunflower scene is later. Oh, yes. By the way, the short treks are not on Paramount Plus. I guess we know how popular they were. That not a single person noticed until now. People did notice. It's just that they had nothing to do with where they were going in Discovery. That's what. So people were just lost interest. But the interesting thing is, for a long time, the short treks were the better one. Were much better than Discovery itself. So, not because they were short, but because people were interested. They became interesting, and they had nothing to do with upcoming episodes of Discovery, because they were saying that this is where the story is going to go, but it didn't bother. They announced season 5 is going to tie into Calypso. How? The Discovery looks too different now. The only way they can do anything is to say, look, it's another Discovery. We found it in a nebula. It's been sitting there for nearly 1,000 years. It doesn't make any sense. I thought there was going to be a new big bad as well. Wasn't it supposed to be a Romulan storyline that's going to happen during that season 5? Like, Bailey, what the hell did you just pick up? Oh, it's just a bag. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Mirror Discovery, but the whole point of Calypso was that the ship's AI was sentient, right? It needed that time to learn and for the universe or galaxy to be ready. All part theory video. Yeah. No. Expert, I can't watch it. Lol. Except you can't watch it. Okay. Fair. The Chancellor should not be able to manipulate or have any influence over the Jedi Council, right? The Council is there to serve the Republic, not the Senate. But they fail in their complacency and naivety and ignorance. I didn't have a cigarette before I started, so I'm going to have one now. But what about the droid attack on the Wookiees? In happier news, I had a dream last night where my banana turned into a gold and took over my town and killed tons of people, and I woke up almost having a heart attack from running away. Nice. They want him to spy now. No, we just want you to keep an eye on him. Spy. It's not the way the Jedi work. Bailey. You done ripping things apart now, are you? Hmm? All the oranges were Jaffa's. They're quite old, called Chiquita. I could have been. It could have been. I remember it was Hindi though. Okay. What's a Hindu? I sense a joke coming. Bailey, what are you barking at? Come, Bailey, come, come. What are you barking for? Huh? Come here. Come. He's got some learning to do. I could have asked what a hen weigh. What's a hen weigh? Oh, about £4. And Grace being psychic and omniscient again. I precogged the crap out of that. There's George. I bet Al Murray would love to play a theatre like that. Yeah. Bailey, come. We lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. George, George, George of the jungle, watch out for that tree. Used to love that film. And what was it? Bicentennial Man as well, which is interesting. Wait, what's that? Huh? Come here. People love to hate Bicentennial Man and I like them both. Oh, you gotta love them. My favourite video is Americans reacting to Al Murray on Americans. It's funny. Mostly they react to Al Murray's was it Name a Country We've Defeated Them, and what's the other one? Yeah. Not seen Bicentennial Man, but Al is amazing. Yes, the pub landlord. It's interesting. I reset the chat box, and the chat box is no longer showing, which means that there will likely be a chat bomb. It's also known as California Man. Oh no, I'm thinking of a different one actually. When I say that, California Man's different, isn't it? It's hard to keep track because some films have a different title in America than they do here. Bicentennial Man, that was the one with. Yeah, that was one with Robin Williams in, wasn't it? Bicentennial Man. Yeah. There are so many Wookiees. I can never understand, right? In this bit where you see where we're on, why can't I remember the bloody planet the Wookiees have come from? I can't remember for some reason. That's it. It was also called Encino Man. That's the one. That's California Man. First time I noticed the Venator landed behind the trees. Yeah. Well, I don't think it wasn't a Venator. It was one of the, was it a Venator? Or was it just one of the smaller transport ships? Because they have the same tower on top, don't they? Well, a single tower on top, but. But I like Encino Man or California Man. Whizzing the juice. Whizzing the juice. True fly, don't bother me. Yeah, what I don't understand is in this scene on Kashyyyk, that's the one. On Kashyyyk with the Wookiees, all the clones' armor is camouflaged, but everywhere else they're not camouflaged. You know, this scene, every time I watch it, it makes me want to play Jedi Fallen Order. Maybe I'll do a playthrough of Jedi Fallen Order. Maybe. We shall see. Problem is, I can't play I can't play Jedi Survivor because I only have a PS4 and you can't get it on the PS4. Even though they said that they were going to do a release for the PS4. Let's see if there's an update on there actually. Well, it's saying that it's available on PS4, but I haven't seen it before when I've searched. Bailey, it's gone midnight, man. Shut up. Come here. What are you doing? Huh? Bailey! Bailey! What is wrong with you tonight? Hmm? Huh? Someone shared a picture. Hmm. Oh. That looks like a crashed Venator. I'm just looking at the picture. That looks like a crashed Venator because it doesn't have the red markings like the normal ones, like the others. It looks like one from early in the war. Because it's missing all the red, right? And it looks damaged. First time I've noticed it as well. Yeah, I never noticed it before. But it certainly doesn't have any red markings on it, so I can only assume that it's a damaged one that's crashed. This is why I hate flying. Let's see if anyone's here that I haven't been able to see. Nope. Nope. Suggestion errors can cause incorrect GOP group of pictures sizes. Right, YouTube. I'm gonna have to have a look at that tonight. I'm gonna have to look to see if it is available for the PlayStation because, according to Google, it's been released on PlayStation 4. But I didn't get any notifications or anything. Yeah, so I was thinking. It certainly looks like a crashed one from earlier in the war. You know, if I was a separatist, you know what I'd order my troops to do? Say, shoot anyone in a cloak. Or more specifically, shoot anyone that doesn't identify themselves in a brown cloak. Whatever. Try and get rid of that for a bit. Your ship is waiting. Hello there. So uncivilized. Oh, that comes later. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anybody that says hello there. I mean, you're at war, so what do? You're surrounded by you're surrounded by a droid army, and you just drop in. You got a lightsaber, and you can be identified by the lightsaber as a Jedi. You're at war, so you would shoot first and ask questions later, right? Why the dialogue? Just start fighting. He should have had 4 different colours. He should have had a blue, green, yellow, and a purple one, shouldn't he? Yeah, the reinforcements arrive. And they've been there for a while, been able to set up, so... They didn't even get an alert to say, Republic ships have arrived. Doomed. I tell you, doomed. Uh-oh. Execute Order 66. Sorry, not yet. Not yet. What is it with Jedi and losing their lightsabers all the time? I mean, honestly. Great carry mistake. Not suspicious that he just had a screen up that was all in red, right? Ooh, being excluded from the council. No mention of Ahsoka. Let's see, in this part of the movie, she would be on Mandalore right now. Is that right? Because Anakin would have given her her lightsabers back. and she should be on Mandalore, or on the way to Mandalore. Hmm. Check the streams are still going. YouTube is good. Rumble. Looking good. X. Looking good. And Twitch, even though I don't know why I'm streaming a watch stream on Twitch. Good. Hello there. Same thing would happen in a microwave. Gear off my meals. So uncivilized. Sunset. Oops, caps lock. Was that a Klingon Jedi on ship? Probably. Yeah, if you're enjoying this video, please do hit that like and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And feel free to use the link pinned in the chat or in the description. If you wish to provide a tip, it really helps us out and gives you a chance to support the channel. And you can share it any way you like, should you so choose. I am the Senate. It's treason, then. And a meme is born. Oh, yes. Mr. President! You will hit the like. You will subscribe. This is what this will be what it's like when Joe Biden refuses to leave the office. Yeah. So I don't know who's worse with their lightsabers, the Jedi or the Sith when they keep letting them go. Did you think Palpatine sensed that Skywalker was coming at that point? No. No. I'm melting. I'm melting. He's too dangerous to be left alive. The Force is strong with you. Now, how could Qui-Gon have... not Qui-Gon. Why did I think Qui-Gon? Because they keep dying. They keep killing Jedi. Mace Windu, how could he survive that? He was thrown hundreds of feet away from the building. From hundreds of feet up. I bet there is loads of lost lightsabers being sold in the Coruscant underworld. Yeah. Well, we know that... can't think of that. Well, we know Ventress somehow gets a new lightsaber. I doubt BAFTA is going to help Palpatine. Good. Good. Darth Vader. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. He left his lightsaber on the ground. Did you see that? Civil war without end. Quicker heel turn than the Big Show. His lightsaber wasn't on the ground, but he didn't pick it up. He didn't even use the Force to pick it up. Peace. Is that the 501st? Mm. 501st, that was Anakin's unit, wasn't it? Yeah, 501st, that was Anakin's one, wasn't it? I thought I got it right. I don't know why the chat box isn't working properly. Soon it'll probably just shoot all the messages up on the screen. Execute order 66. Yes, my lord. Oh my god, they're killing the Jedi. This is the point where Ahsoka would be freeing Maul on the Venator, right? How does he contact each clone commander individually? He'll be there for ages. Yeah. Maybe he only contacted Cody individually, but all the other clones just got a recorded message. Execute Order 66. Juggernaut looks a bit short and tall in that scene. They like cutting clones' heads off, don't they? Thank you, Chewbacca. Except you've got the wrong bowcaster in your hand. Ah, the Nubian daisy field. Or is it dandelions? Is it daisies or dandelions? I can't remember. Master Skywalker, there's too many of them. What are we going to do? You're Jedi. You've got lightsabers, right? Fight. You may be children, but, you know, you're Jedi. Sunflowers. Well, there was something. I say we take off and nuke the site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. And so it is. Nubian sunflowers. See, he's a kid. Yeah, don't worry about him. Let him go. He's a senator. Leave him be. You can't justify killing a senator, right? What's up? All these Wookiees are dead. Move to the east. They should have got that Star Wars kid to have a cameo for that part. The internet legend. Some senators hit you if you tell them they didn't walk on the moon. But they didn't. They didn't walk on the moon, did they? They're senators. Mork's ship. Nanu Nanu. Yep. Unfortunately, I can't demonstrate Mork's drinking technique by putting my finger in a cup because it's not glass. You can't see it. I can't sit on my head. I'm too old for that. No guards at Grievance's fighter. Now I'm not sure, but I mean, if you had a ship, you would have your own custom, your own ignition code, wouldn't you? So how is it that you can just jump in a ship in Star Wars and start it up without the ignition sequence or code? 913. It's 1240 actually. Hmm. You'd think with all their advanced medical knowledge, they would know that they're twins, right? By now. No, that hasn't happened yet. But Anakin, I'm losing the will to live. But Bale just said he rescued Master Yoda, yeah. But then Yoda and Obi-Wan go back to change the signal, don't they? That's when they separate after that to Obi-Wan goes after Anakin and Yoda goes after Palpatine. Ah, right, yeah. I remember. Sometimes I have a brain like a Sith. There we go, see? Obi-Wan's arriving at the ship that Yoda's on. Oh look, is it a coincidence that the entrance to the hangar bay at the bottom is exactly the same shape as an A-wing? Did you notice that? I mean, is that just a coincidence? Mustafa. When my apprentice Darth Vader arrives, he will take care of you. When my new apprentice Darth Ada arrives. He's arrived! That's a Jedi fighter! Blasts it out of the sky! But they don't do it. They don't know that Darth Vader is flying a Jedi fighter, do they? Stay with the ship, R2. R2, stay with the ship. I don't want you seeing what I'm going to do. Wouldn't have thought that even Yoda would have had more trouble with the 501st, right? I mean, it's hard to believe that Padme even believes anything he's spouting. Search your feelings, and you will find what is true. Mm. Would it really be the first Galactic Empire, though? I mean, thousands of years before this, there was a Sith Empire, so I wouldn't have thought it would be the first Galactic Empire. Lord Sidious promised us peace. Wouldn't take long because it's the blue line, the blue lit one. All the others are green. It's the one that's lit blue that you need to stop. Consumed. Don't tell me this, Obi-Wan. I will lose the will to live. Check streams. Looking good. Anakin's the father, isn't he? I'm so sorry. Dun dun dun. Cry baby. That's the worst looking Nubian ship. She's had nice ones in the previous two, but this time, oh dear. Honestly, why are they all chrome? Don't forget to change your outfit and change your hairstyle. It's her Naboo hot rod. All droid units must shut down immediately. We've decided that they're going to make it more difficult to you do maintenance from inside the ship, so you can't repair on the fly by putting the engines on the outside of the ship this time. How does he know it's her ship? I mean, she uses so many different ones throughout the entire trilogy. Good person who slaughters an innocent village because they hurt his mother. Sand people are oppressed people, right? They're the indigenous people of Tatooine, I believe. Jedi turned against me. Don't you turn against me. Who are you breaking my heart? You're going down a path I can't follow. Dun dun dun. Let her go. I was hiding in the toilet. She didn't know I was on board. I can follow. Yes, you can follow. You can follow me on Twitter. You can follow, sorry, X. You can follow me on Twitch. You can also follow me on Rumble. Isn't that good? Do it. Your new empire. Padme, come to the dark side. We have pickled onions. Padme, come to my bed. Dark side, yeah. Boop, 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 boop. Some of the best choreographed dance scenes I've seen in ages, especially for Star Wars. Boop, 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 boop. Some gods they are. Darth Sidious. Now you will experience the full power of this battle station. Sorry, wrong movie. Similar line. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I have to. Not if anything to say about it. I have. And not short enough it was. If so powerful you are, why leave? There's a what if moment coming. What if Anakin had killed Obi-Wan? Boom, 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 boom. And they used to sing alarms on Star Destroyers. Another what if moment. What if Yoda killed Palpatine? No factoids, Steve? See, even Yoda loses his lightsaber. Factoid. Attack of the Clones is better than this film. Yoda is. Hmm. I often wonder, why did they make Yoda's lightsaber green? Should have been blue because of his skin tone, right? I'm nowhere near you, but activate your homing beacon when you're ready, and I'll be there. I'm ready now, Senator. I sense fate. I sense Lord Vader is in danger. After this, feel free to go watch my Riker short from a week ago. I guess YouTube didn't care for it, so they hid it. I'll take a look at that, actually, I will. CG Yoda is... or Puppet Yoda? Good question. One minute they're running up towards some lava, and then when it falls, the lava's gone. I'm sorry I'm late. I had to find, you know how hard it is to find a speeder I like. Another what if? What if Yoda didn't go into exile like he did? What if he openly joined the rebellion? That's funny. I've been playing Black Flag lately. So you think of a pirate movie that just... So he can jump so high and so fast there, but when it comes to when he needs to do it, he doesn't jump high enough. Didn't give himself a run up. Anakin, don't do it. I have the high ground. Obi-Wan, you failed the fans in your show. From my point of view, the Jedi are evil. Well, then you are lost. Remember that one time they used Force running and then never again? Yeah. And don't forget Force Jump, which that is. Don't do it. What if? Another what if. What if Anakin made it? It's so sad. It's so sad. Anyway. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Jedi come with one speed boost for a lifetime. Yeah. Choose wisely. A bit of BAFTA, he'll be fine. How am I liking Halo, by the way? Have you seen any of my 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 ex tweets and stuff? I did a video on it last week. She's losing the will to live. Yeah, he's fine, love. He's absolutely fine. Don't worry about Anakin. Let's get you to a medical droid that doesn't understand how you lose the will to live. Haven't used Twitter since 2016. Okay. But I think I have got a video. I think I did a live stream for Halo the other week. Anyway, it was for episode 6. No, episode 5 because it was after the halfway point. Let's just say, not very impressed with Halo. Where's Dr. Ball when you need him? Yeah, exactly. A few episodes of Halo have been okay, but most of it's not really that good. Yeah. Thing about the prequel is a lot of the ships look so much better than the ones in the original trilogy. It's annoying. His brain is gone. Someone needs to edit Bones into every famous medical scene in movies. Yeah. It's as if she has lost the will to live. As Padme gives birth to the twins and dies, Vader, the true Vader, is born. No! So Luke is the older brother. Right. He's older by just about 2 minutes. Damn, Yoda, I'm a doctor, not an ER doctor. Not a doctor. Right, okay. Are you sure they didn't mean the wills to live? Huh, maybe. Ba-dum. Ba-dum. Just imagine, in a couple of decades, these kids will be making out. Yeah. Good point. A few more decades after that, one of them will be floating in space and force pushing herself back to the ship. So force pulling. Whilst unconscious, I might add. Where is Padme? I wonder what Vader's mask would look like if the vent on the front was silver and his eye was silver. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. What if he just said I ate her? You couldn't have felt it when it happened. You were in so much pain. You probably couldn't feel much of anything else. No. I find it interesting that he put him directly into the suit and not into a BAFTA tank for a few hours or days or weeks. Split up the twins. Bastard. A BAFTA tank. Yeah. Lord Vader could win a BAFTA. Well, who else would it be? Fucking hell! What other old master did you have? And whatever you do, do not put them on that ship that's still where they have to try and get the plans for the Death Star. Okay, just keep them off of that ship. Just pop him in the sarcophagus. Yeah. She just lost the will to live. Oh, what's that, Leia? She's grown. Seriously? Your Majesty. Oh look, they're all grey again. They've done away with all the red for the Empire for the markings. Sorry, I missed a bit. Can we start over? uh, hmm. So, do you think the Empire would have stopped at 2 Death Stars? Because they obviously started building the second one after whilst the first one was being built, right? So, do you think that they would have stopped at 2, or do you think there would have been a third one? And bear in mind that each time, the second Death Star is actually was it twice the size of the original? I can't remember if it's twice. It's a lot bigger anyway. Did you think if they had a third one, it would be even bigger, or do you think the third one was actually Starkiller Base and the First Order just found it? There are probably at least 7 more out there. And what about the Starforge? There can't just have been one ancient Starforge there, could there? In the Knights of the Old Republic. They probably started hollowing out Starkiller 100 years ago. Exactly. It would take so long. It would take centuries to build on that scale, right? It had a magnetic field, so it had no zone or whatever. So it had a molten core, right? Likely a core of iron, which obviously as the world as it turns, the iron core, the molten iron core, would create the magnetic field, which hold the magnetosphere, which holds the atmosphere in, right? So you'd, whilst building, how many volcanic eruptions would they have had to deal with whilst building Starkiller Base? Here, look after the kid. He's called Luke Skywalker. Remember, always call him that. No Luke Lars. Exactly. Exactly. Uncle Owen. Aunt Drew. Uncle Owen. Oof, right, that's that. Disable the clock. Boom. I am annoyed that the chat box isn't working. When Grace, imagine someone was building a city-sized starbase weapon and they showed up to the meeting and had to present after the Death Star. Yeah? Or imagine if Starkiller Base was presented to the Emperor before the Death Star. You'd be like, well, why are you building the Death Star when you're building an entire planet-sized super weapon, right? But I suppose the Death Star has more advantages than Starkiller Base. You can't move Starkiller Base, can you? So, and the weapon on Starkiller Base is only on a certain axis. So, I mean, unless the Star Wars galaxy is literally 2-dimensional or 1-dimensional, whatever. Let's build all the weapons, yeah? Let's scrap all of the fairly new Venator class cruisers and build a Star Destroyer which is much bigger but less capable. I mean, at least the Venators carried fighters and support craft that had hyperdrives mostly. Death Star is a meh name. They should have called it Rebel Moon. They should have called it Moonfall. Or no, they should have called it Moonbase Alpha. That's no moon. That's a space station. Welcome aboard, Moon Base Alpha. Oh dear. You know, to give it a few seconds, and we'll probably end up having a chat bomb appear on the screen. It's annoying. It's not showing up. I don't know what's going on with it. That's no moon. It's a model Steve really hates. Oh, yeah. So what should we do with the Death Star? Well, it's called a star, so let's make it a sphere. I love all the moons. I used to do a lot of moons, you know. Showing my ass to people. It's a full moon tonight. Pull the trousers down. Bend over. There you go. There's my ass. Even the Space 1999 moon model. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. See? Bloody hell. And you notice that they all came in sort of from the side then, didn't they? It was like really, really, really weird. Why is that? Let me just move that around. I want to see. There's no reason for it. Thought model said moon. It was hidden behind that stupid heart. Yeah, that heart is annoying, which is partly why I want the chat on the screen, because it does away with the heart. So yeah, I don't know why my image is always seems grainy to me. It's weird. I don't know. Resolution. I don't know. It's just one of those things. Eclipsed even. Yeah. You just like when models moon you. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. The heart was going mental then. Loads of clicks, it seems. Wow. That's nice. I can't physically see them, but I can. 100% hearts. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. And please don't forget to hit that like and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. It's the very most important thing you can do. But it's going again. I can see all the hearts and smiley faces and stuff. Cool. Wonder what that does to help with the algorithm. Be interesting to find that out, actually. So, guys, that was Revenge of the Sith. So, what do we think of that movie? Yeah, it's a really good movie. It's one of the best. It's one of the best, especially for Star Wars. But we know where it leads into, so I mean, really truly the prequels are irrelevant because we know what happens, right? But I mean, that was at a time they started releasing the prequels to these because at that time we were in a period of prequels as opposed to sequels, right? So Steve, you honestly prefer Attack of the Clones? Well, I'm not going to begrudge you that. I mean, I'm not going to hate you on that. You know, it's your choice, and you're wrong, but but it's fine. Yeah, each to their own, you know. But I did say this is one of the best. I didn't say it was the best. Who knows? Maybe I'll actually be stupid and say, "Oh, the sequel trilogies are amazing." No, I will not say that because it's not true. But I will watch them, and hopefully some of you will join me for that. But I've got a bunch of other ones to get through. Next week, I will be doing Solo, a Star Wars story. Probably Padme's. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I like these films anyway. Not as good as the originals, but we'll get into the originals soon. But next week, like I say, Solo, a Star Wars story. Although, when did the Ewok Adventure movies come out? I mean, if I'm trying to do them in chronological order, did Ewoks come out in between episode 3 and 4, or are they from a lot earlier? If they're from earlier, then I've done these in the wrong order. I should have done the Ewok Adventures first, right? Mid-80s. I'm not going to anyway. They're not. I mean, they were okay films when I was a kid, but they're not good films. And not many people mention them when they talk about Star Wars, actually. So, but we'll see. I might do them for a bit of fun. Maybe. If people ask for it, maybe. But yeah. What have I got to go through now? I've got Solo, Star Wars story. I've got Rogue One. Then A New Hope. Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. Then there's no movies set in between, are there? So it's Return of the Jedi, then The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and The Rise of Palpatine. Oh dear. I mean, I get why people are saying that Rey is a Mary Sue. Technically, she is. She doesn't have any official training with the Force in the Force Awakens, and she barely has any in The Last Jedi. So, yeah, I can understand why people don't like the fact that she's a Mary Sue. I don't blame Daisy at all. I think Daisy done a very good job with what she was given. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens at that point when I get to it. So yeah, tomorrow I will be doing what I was going to do last night. So tomorrow night I'll be doing Star Trek 5, The Final Frontier, and then on Friday I'm going to do Aliens. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's the order I'm going to do it. I'm going to cut down to 3 streams a week, I think, so I can do other things in between, which would be cool, hopefully. But yeah. Well, thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for being involved in the chat. It's always great to have you here. And yeah, fly past. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please do hit that thumbs up, give us that like, hit the subscribe button, and share it wherever the hell you like. It's the very best thing you can do for us, right? And it's your choice should you choose to. There is a link in the description below, as well as a link in the chat. Well, there should be a link in the chat. Hope it's there. You can, if you would like to tip us, then use the link, and you can do that to support the channel. But like I said, the most important thing you can do to support the channel is to hit the like, hit the subscribe button, or hit the follow, depending on what platform you're on. But yeah, it's been great, guys. Until next time, stay safe. Gremlins permitting, yeah. Well, hopefully the gremlins will be dealt with by now. But if not, then I just have to get in touch with the provider again and kick their butt. All right, take care, guys. Stay safe, and may the Schwartz be with you always. Laters.